Welcome to Fun Friday series where we are going to look at the various fun activities, artwork, games, game design, role play, challenges and so on. The reason why we are doing Fun Friday is to promote awareness about waste management and at the same time to have an interactive engagement through these kind of fun activities. I am Praveen Kumar, the creator, educator at Trash the Trash, an online learning social platform for you to create an impact or income in waste management. Let's get into the video. When it comes to waste, we have told the children, the kids, to throw the waste into the bin. That is one good teaching, but there is more to it. We are also very smart that whatever waste is worthless, valueless, we throw it in the dustbin, and whichever is worth it or has some value in it, we try to sell it to the informal or the formal sector. But again, whether it is worthless or valueless, there is one more important teaching which we have missed out, and that is creating so much of problem. That is nothing but the segregation at source, which is nothing but separating the waste at the source when you throw it. Wet waste and dry waste. Since the waste are getting messed up, that is making it difficult for further processing. That is why we have so much of waste getting accumulated and hardly processed. If we are able to segregate the waste at source, then it is going to make things easier for processing. So this is one. So we are trying to promote such messages through the Fun Friday session, through these activities. It is not only through the YouTube video channel or other video channel, but also a direct interaction through various programs at various schools. Whichever waste has a value or some worth in it, we give it to the informal or the formal sector. What we tend to do is we try to do collection drive in schools where kids are disposing the waste through these collection drives. Through that, what we are trying to do is that we are trying to promote them that whatever is a waste, how it can be disposed of, through what channel, and what is going to happen to such waste. We are trying to explain to them at their level so that they know what has to be done to the waste, not only now but also in the future. So in that way, what is going to happen, the kids are going to teach the parents how it has to be done, not to give the waste to the informal sector, but rather through authorized channel, and how they can track what is happening to the waste. These are just experimental pilot projects to see to what extent it is going to have an effect. It may be very small, marginal, but these small changes we are trying to keep influencing and to eventually make it into a big movement. You can also try out artwork, waste into art, whatever might be the waste. So in that way, what is going to happen, we are trying to bring the creative skill and put that into waste to convert that into one art. And if you're going to ask me how is it going to help, it may not help in processing the waste, but to a certain extent it makes a difference. Think about it. We have so many schools, so many students. If one student or maybe 10 students per class in every grade, we have so many schools across the world, so many students. If 10 students per class, if they start doing this kind of art activity, and if it's going to happen across the world, then what do you think is going to happen? It is going to create a mass movement. It is going to create an influence and a huge impact where not only the kids, the students, but even the parents will start realizing about the significance of waste. But at this juncture, a lot of question comes into mind, a lot of questions which generally come across. How safe is it to handle waste? What are the factors that needs to be considered? So whatever is going to be the art work from waste, it has to be done under supervision. Generally, waste is not harmful as such. Only the improper handling of waste is a danger. And generally we say waste is hazardous. The reason being is that because of the way the informal sector is processing. but as such it is not hazardous. If the waste is exposed, contaminated, broken, then you have to deal it with caution so that it doesn't create any harm to your in the form of cut, scratches, or maybe through some dust particles. So you have to ensure that. So that is why we always recommend to do it under supervision. And all standards applies, like how we do normal artwork from traditional paper or other products. The same measures, restrictions is more or less applicable over here. And why I keep saying about supervision, the reason being is that when you say about a typical traditional artwork, everything has been taught from the basics, how it can be done, how it can be cut. Whereas in waste management, it is going to be a little bit tricky because it is something new for the kids, for the students. So at least once you have to teach them, tell them what can be done about it, and from there they will pick it up. You can't leave it up to them. This is a waste, try something out of it. It's not going to happen. So how they can explore it, some kind of idea has to be given to them, then only they will be able to proceed. And now the question comes is, what type of waste can they deal with? Even paper waste, textile waste, maybe whatever is the used cloth, old cloth that they have. Think about it, they can even do donation. When we say Fun Friday, it's not just going to be activities, we also have challenges where whatever is going to be the waste cloth which they are no longer using it, or any products, they can think about donating that to someone in need of it. That is also going to make a huge difference. And let's say the cloth, the dress is completely in a messed up situation, then they can think about doing some artwork on it, maybe stitching it up and converting that into a maybe a fabric, a different fabric, maybe to a doll, maybe to a piece of cloth, a piece of artwork, whatever it might be. If you look at electronic waste, not everything can be converted into art at a kid or student level. They can start experimenting with CD, where they can do some painting, or if there is a keyboard, they can play with the alphabet keys, the various keys. They can make some puzzle or game out of it. If there is a charging cable or wire, through the wire they can do some activities. I'm just giving random examples. For creativity, there is no limit. So as part of the Fun Friday, we are going to look at these kind of activities that can be done at the school level, so that it acts as a medium to promote awareness about waste management. In the next Fun Friday video, I'll be talking or showing the activities, the artwork, converting a waste into an art. So I'll be showing various examples, videos, how it can be done, where you can find the source of inspiration that can be taught to the children, the kids. I'll see you tomorrow with another video as part of the Strategy Saturday.